Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit. Today, I'm going to show you, the people, how to cook Chesapeake Bay soft-shell blue crabs. Not one, but two different ways. If you've never had soft-shell crabs, first of all, you don't know what you're missing. If you like crabs, it's one of the best things you'll ever eat. But to some people, they just can't get past the fact that you eat the entire crab, shell and all. But there are a couple things you need to remove before you eat them. And I'm just going to show you the directions on what to do. I'm not going to show you how to do it because I've never had a video demonetized for improper content. And I don't want this to be my first one showing how you get these soft-shell crabs prepared for cooking. So if you catch your own soft-shell crabs, or if you're lucky enough to live near where you can buy live soft-shell crabs, this is what live soft-shell crabs look like. A regular crab, except everything is soft and edible, except the face, the devil fingers, also known as gills or lungs, and the apron. So if you catch or buy live soft-shell crabs, you'll have to go through the cleaning process yourself, or you can ask your fishmonger to do it for you. But in most cases, you're going to be buying frozen soft-shell crabs that have already been cleaned. The face has been removed, the gills, lungs, or devil fingers, whatever you want to call them, have been removed, and the apron's been removed, like these right here. And before you cook your soft-shell crabs, you want to make sure that they're totally defrosted and that there's no more ice on the outside or inside of the crab, and they're as dry as possible. And then you're ready to deep fry, saute, broil, or grill. On the first batch of crabs we're cooking, we're going to deep fry them. So let's get them floured up and ready for their final swim.
I have some all-purpose flour in a large bowl that I'm going to add some salt and pepper to. I get a lot of comments on my Chesapeake Bay blue crab videos about how I should have used Old Bay seafood seasoning. And don't get me wrong, I love Old Bay as much or more than the next person, and I use it on a whole lot of stuff. But when it comes to crab cakes and soft-shell crabs, salt and pepper is enough for me. The only thing I want to taste is the sweet crab meat. That's my personal taste. If you want to use Old Bay in your crab cakes or in this flour instead of salt and pepper, that's fine too. It's just not for me. Now give the flour and salt and pepper a good mix, or flour and Old Bay, whatever you decide to use. Now let me introduce the 4 faceless stars of the show. No, seriously, they are faceless. I'll show you in a second. These soft-shell crabs came already cleaned, which means the inedible parts have already been removed, like the apron, the face of the crab, the eyes, the mouth, all that good stuff. I told you they were faceless. And the gills, or as I've always called them, devil fingers, or some people call them dead man fingers. After those parts have been removed, you eat the rest of the crab. The whole crab. The shell and all. The whole shebang. Toss the crabs around in the flour until they're coated, shaking off any excess flour. And that's all I'm going to do. I've had soft-shell crabs in restaurants to where the batter is so thick that it doubles in size, and that's all you taste is batter. And I see a lot of recipes that call for the traditional double dipping, flour, egg, flour, and that's just too much breading for me. When it comes to cooking seafood, my motto is, the simpler, the better. So always use the KISS method when cooking seafood. And the KISS method is very easy to remember. Keep it simple, stupid. Now very carefully lower the crabs into 350-degree oil. If you'd like a full printable copy of this recipe and many more, visit thewolfpit.com. Now let these cook for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, give them a flip. Now let them cook for 2 more minutes. Now remove the crabs and drain them on a wire rack. If you drain them on paper towels, they're gonna get soggy. Now add the next 2 crabs and cook for 4 minutes. 2 minutes per side, just like the first batch. Now it's finally time to eat. You can either eat them just like they are, or you can make a sandwich. I'll make a soft-shell crab sandwich with one of them. I have a butter-toasted Kaiser roll that I'm going to slather with homemade tartar sauce, which is nothing more than equal parts dill relish and mayonnaise. I threw on an oversized piece of lettuce, and now the crab. Followed by a couple slices of homegrown, garden-fresh, hothouse, store-bought tomatoes. And there you have it, a fried soft-shell crab sandwich with an extra one on the side. Give it a spritz of fresh lemon juice, and you're ready to eat. Now I could act like a civilized human being and use a knife and fork to eat this, but I'm going to pick it up and eat it with my hands, just like I would if I was not in front of you guys. Besides, I never claimed to be civilized or human.
Now for the second batch of soft-shell crabs, we're going to saute them. Now just like with the first batch of the fried soft-shell crabs, you're going to start with your already cleaned crabs and make sure that they're thoroughly dried and thoroughly defrosted.
Then in a large skillet over medium-high heat, add olive oil, clarified butter, garlic, and crushed red pepper. Now saute for 30 seconds. Now add the crabs top shell down. For a full printable copy of this recipe and many more, visit thewolfpit.com. Let the crabs cook for 5 minutes. Then add white wine, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Now flip the crabs over. And let them cook for another 5 minutes. Now turn the heat off and add some fresh chopped parsley. Toss the crabs around, flip them over, and let them finish cooking with a residual heat for about 1 to 2 minutes. And there you have it, sauteed Chesapeake Bay soft-shell crabs. And for those of you not familiar with eating soft-shell crabs, there's no picking involved, like with other crabs. You eat the whole entire crab, shell and all. It's all tender and delicious. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you give these a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.